RuneScape is getting its brand new 2026 roadmap with all the new items and updates coming into the game. Mad excited for this, watching the broadcast live right now, and I hope we see something great here. We already had the 120 update earlier this year with the new mid-game boss and then the 25th anniversary celebrations, but let's get into all the stuff coming into the new year. If you haven't seen the Road to Restoration video where it talks about all the quality of life updates coming in, be sure to check out that video as well and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Let's get right into it. Havenhythe.
So, what is Havenhythe?
Havenhythe is RuneScape's biggest area expansion yet. It's a massive stretch of land to the east of Mauritania.
Oh, wow.
Filled with new villages, stories, people, adventures, encounters.
And a massive, bloodthirsty hedgehog. Can we talk about the Dreadhog yet?
No.
Okay,
Red
moving
Hog.
on.
Havenhythe was once home to a First Age civilization, and it's a landmass packed with lots of rich, layered history.
Back in the First Age, Havenhythe was home to a magical nexus, the birthplace of the Colossi, and a long dormant gateway to Vampirium itself.
But it's totally safe, and nothing will go wrong there. Don't worry about it.
This is actually like the first bit of news you've seen from Havenhythe since like April of 2025. It was announced at Runefest, but it was never really talked about from here, and it's really nice to see finally some idea on this, and I'm glad it's coming this year, dude. That's exciting.
So what's Havenhythe's vibe?
Havenhythe has a really distinct feel to it. It's a land with a lot of life and people, a grounded and organic region filled with stories, oddities, and those smaller, familiar RuneScape moments.
But as you venture further beyond the village of Wendelwick, things start to change.
The forest's thin, the air will grow colder, and as we expand Havenhythe throughout the year, you'll begin to feel that pull towards the east, where the region becomes more treacherous and vampiric. For now though, in part 1, it will be a living, breathing region that welcomes you in, while showing you some subtle hints of its darker side.
How do you get to Havenhythe?
So, it basically starts off like any great story. A stranger offers you a free, experimental drink at a dodgy tavern.
And in your infinite wisdom, you take it, no questions asked. And let's just say things get a little trippy.
You'll start seeing things you probably shouldn't. And before long,
Oh my God,
you're on a boat.
Dude, they drug you at a bar? Like a terrible nightclub, bro.
Sailing towards a land that doesn't want to stay hidden anymore.
In part 1 of Havenhythe, there will be a series of new quests for you to dive into.
2 of which kick off Havenhythe's main storyline, where you hear of some strange rumors spreading through Wendelwick.
Rumors of a pale-skinned woman.
I'm actually very excited for the new quest line. They've done a really, like the last, I think like maybe like the last year's quest was really good. I've really enjoyed the quest lines they've been doing. Like Desert Quest was really good. The 4.3 quest line was really good. All of it has been really, really solid over the last couple years with the quest theme, that the narrative team that's been going on. So I'm actually looking forward to this. I never look forward to quest, but I'm actually quite looking forward to this.
Long pointy ears, silver hair, sharp canines, red, hungry eyes.
She's a vampire, isn't she?
No comment.
The others are standalone quests that are full of fun.
I expect a crossbow update, to be honest, like a ranged crossbow update, because they've been out of the meta for many years. And the way that RuneScape works is they rotate metas every 3 to 4 years, and crossbows haven't been in meta in like 10 years. So it's really, really, really interesting to see how they're going to introduce this. And I think vampires is a great way to introduce new vampire killing weapons, which typically are stakes or crossbows, dude.
Little local stories that go beyond the core storyline to help familiarize yourselves with locals and their customs.
You know, the usual small town stuff. Neighbours, chores, and the odd crab problem.
Oh,
What's the strangest thing in Havenhythe?
The Dreadhog.
The Dreadhog!
The Dreadhog.
This bloody hedgehog will be one of the 2 bosses available on launch of Havenhythe Part 1.
when is
Silverquill the Dreadhog is one of our brand new early game combat bosses.
That's good. As an endgame player, bro, getting new early game bosses is super good, especially in a new area. Everybody wants to go to the new places. No one wants to be at the old places, the old stuff. Everybody likes the new shiny thing, and that includes the new people and like people who just aren't far into the game. This is huge. Getting a nice early game boss. It's exciting.
She'll teach you a little more about telegraphed attacks and reading your opponent,
Huge.
And if you can best the hog, you could just walk away with some of those silver spikes she's carrying.
which might just come in handy later on in your Havenhythe journey, given the vampires and all.
If you make it through that, you'll likely meet Ivar, the King of Bones, a massive hill giant with room temperature IQ.
He's another early game boss that will help you learn
These would be cool pets to grind for. I actually really like the humanoid pets. It's like kind of like enslaving things. It's terrible, but it's fun to see. And I nice little giant. I don't think we have any giant bosses in the game, so this would be a very cool first one to see.
little more about prayer flicking, and he may drop something a little more club-shaped too.
With these 2 early game bosses, we want to help bring bossing back to its roots, while easing any new and returning players into combat, preparing for what's to come, and closing that gap between early and end game bossing.
And for the completionists among you, there will still be drops, pets, and titles for you to unlock.
Beautiful.
Alongside these new combat bosses, we'll also be introducing a new early game Slayer creature called the Sanguine Crawlers.
Outside of combat, Havenhythe Part 1 will
They're going to be putting in a lot of early game stuff, dude. They're really pushing for new players or returning players, which is, I think, is the smart move. Because if you want these average player numbers, which is fluttering around like 25,000, 35,000 on a good day, this is really, really, really big for these new things coming in. I think it's a smart idea, a smart investment.
also have an extension
Plus, like the early game just needs love in the first place. So that adding more new relevant content is going to be really smart. And I'm glad they're doing it.
to the Hunter skill, taking it to 110 with an expansion to the Big Game Hunter system. This time though, it's not all about tracking, it'll be about surviving. Giant creatures will be sniffing you out, and you'll need to
That's so funny. You literally master hunting, and then when you go into the levels that are past the master hunter level, you get hunted. That is so, I don't know. That's a little weird. That's a little weird, but like, I don't know. Let's see, dude. That looks interesting, man.
find a way to gain the upper hand and take down the creatures.
By doing so, you'll get your hands on some loot, the best hunter XP in the game, and those all-important materials needed to craft the new level 85 to 90 ranged armor.
Or the brand new Masterwork range
Whoa. Whoa. Look at that. If it looks anything like this, wow.
armor. More on that as we get closer to
That was awesome.
Or the brand new Masterwork
Wow. I'm excited to make that. That looks really, really good.
ranged armor. More on that as we get closer to release.
Beyond the hunt itself, there will be a load of other ways for you to train Hunter in Havenhythe, such as clockwork trapping.
You'll craft a bunch of mechanical birdhouses, place them across Havenhythe with bait, then return later to collect your catch.
Crafting these
Birdhouses are something that's inside of old school RuneScape, and it's actually kind of interesting that they want to bring it here, especially with they're addressing Dailyscape and want to reduce that. But birdhouses in old school are like the only thing that is Dailyscape because it is AFK training for Hunter. Weird that they want to introduce that, but I think it's good too because Hunter is kind of a pain in the butt to train. So I think it is a nice alternative. If it is the only way you're gonna train Hunter, and if it's in the early game of Hunter, I think that's fine. I think it's fine. We'll have to see how the timing of trapping and catching those birds are actually gonna end up being. So it's an interesting way to want to introduce that.
houses uses logs from the latest 110 woodcutting update, from the most basic all the way through to eternal magic logs.
Each tier forming the base of a stronger trap.
And for those of you who prefer a more laid-back approach, clockwork box traps are also making their debut.
Last year, we talked about bringing in new integrity-focused ways to train that feel rewarding and grounded without relying on any MTX items.
Good.
Clockwork box traps lean into that idea and are a new, efficient, fully craftable method available early enough to stay useful as you level.
Again, huge thing. People like how MTX training was because it was laid back and easy. Like RuneScape is a second monitor game for a lot of people, and MTX items all provided that level of like AFK-ness. Now, I would perfectly just be happy with if AFK training is a little less XP than active training, but it is all supplied through in-game assets and in-game materials. Perfect. Because it's still going on, right? It's still happening. People are still training. That's what matters, and people are still playing. So if they're introducing these items and this as an AFK method, dude, bravo. I'm all for that.
Designed to be a more relaxed training method, and one that fits neatly between each of your hunts.
Other things in the hunter skilling update? Blackchin Chompers.
Anything else you want to say about Blackchin Chompers?
Blackchin Chompers.
Okay.
You'll also start to notice some new jackalope faces hopping
They're black.
around in part 1 of Havenhythe. They're a step up from rabbit snaring, making early game hunter much smoother and more enjoyable for players starting out. And while we're at it, there'll be a new soil sifting archaeology familiar too.
Very cool.
As you explore Havenhythe, you'll meet new faces, lend a hand where it's needed, and earn achievements tied to the people and places you discover along the way.
And as you travel beyond Wendelwick, you'll start to uncover new resources never before seen in Gielinor, like red ivy, a slower depleting tree for relaxed woodcutting,
That's cool.
and giant crayfish at level 82 fishing.
Over the next year, Havenhythe
Level 82 fishing, and that's not as high as rocktail or sailfish. It could provide like a different effect though. That's new. It's new food. And ivy, dude, I love ivy. I used to train with ivy all the time in Varrock, dude.
will continue to expand as we add more content to it.
With a new story quest later in the spring,
A new First Age archaeology dig site in the summer.
and a conclusion to Havenhythe's story with Part 2, releasing towards the end of 2026, where you'll also meet the Grazi Blood Knights in a brand new solo and duo combat boss encounter.
We're super excited to bring
Dude, getting absolutely Eiffel Tower over those two is wild, bro. But or you could take a friend with you. Dude, I could do that. I don't know. I'm gonna keep that one. It's kind of neat having two bosses to fight at the same time. You kind of have the same thing going on with the Twin Furies. They're not a popular boss to fight, but interesting to see how they end up introducing all that.
part 1 of Havenhythe to life on the 23rd of March.
This is a big moment for RuneScape, and we want to mark the next step in our new chapter. We can't wait to drink that dodgy experimental drink and set sail to Havenhythe, meet the people who live there, and make Havenhythe your new home.
Very cool.
Well, I guess we won't be needing this anymore. Yes, it's true!
Wow, it's coming in April! No way it's coming in April. That's really quick. That's soon, dude. That's 3.5 months from now.
Player Avatar is coming this April.
For those of you who don't know, Player Avatar is a project we kicked off in 2021.
Through lots of community consulting
5 years in the making is wild. And it was shelved. And then it was... That's insane, dude. That's amazing.
and live streams, we worked with you to develop a remastered visual look for your player avatar that feels true to your character as you know it today. After we discovered some technical limitations in 2022, we've been spending the last few years investing in technical upgrades that could help us make it possible.
Now, we're ready to get this modern, grounded avatar into your hands over the course of multiple updates.
Our first update, in April, we lay the foundation in a new base avatar, updated hairstyles and facial hair options, plus newly updated base clothes.
Nice.
These models have been further refined since you last saw them, with slimmer profiles that more closely align with today's player avatar.
We'll also be improving the quality of the chat heads, including chat head animations.
And we'll be looking for your
So the chat head is like when you're talking in dialogue. It's like when you're chatting and when you're talking to somebody. When you're talking to somebody and you see it, that's what they're talking about right here. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty funny. You get some pretty funny animation with their current ones, but getting an improved chat head is really important. I personally, when it comes to the player avatar, I'd love to see a character that like has like different types of features, like Asian features, Indian features, black features. I know Asian, India, same thing, same country, same continent, but being able to have different types of features of like different facial structures, that would be really important to me. I'd love to see that because I want to make a character look like me. Like, I don't want to be a black British dude. I want to look like, I would like to look like a character that looks like me and resembles me. Like, because a lot of modern games have that nowadays. But I don't know. Who knows? Who knows how far they can actually make this? But I'm glad that they're making the overall change to the bodies and improving how it looks like right now, because that's huge. That's really, really good. The player avatar is probably the most seen thing in the game by anybody that touches this game, because it is the thing that you see all the time when you log in to you log out, dude.
Your feedback to help prioritize our future releases happening throughout the year. From which items or cosmetics we should update first, through to NPCs you'd like to see brought up to this standard. Look out for a survey this April to reshape the future of the player avatar refresh.
Finally, we know that some of our modern outfits have sometimes felt like they have an odd shine to them, or maybe look a little bit too flat or too smooth in certain environments, while compared to the older, grainier textures. As part of the road to restoration later this year, we'll be rolling out rendering updates to begin to address this.
Good.
And as we move through 2026, we'll keep...
Because that shine is like super annoying to see. Because you'll preview and change the color on an outfit and it'll look different. You'll see an outfit in like completely different lighting, looks completely different. Like not good different. Like it has a weird matte color to it different. And then it just looks odd. And a lot of the textures have that. It's very annoying.
Fine-tuning and improving the look and feel of your character until we get it just right.
Wow.
Look out for the first stage of the player avatar refresh this April.
It's been a long time coming, but later this summer, we're bringing new life to the player-owned house.
Oh my god! Making player-owned house is good, dude. Oh, that's so exciting. That looks sick as hell, though. Oh my god.
This has been part of RuneScape since 2006.
Look at
almost
that.
20 years ago. And while the game has grown quite a lot since, the player-owned house has stayed largely the same.
Yes.
This year, we want to change that and give player...
The last update I remember from the player-owned house literally was like 2019 when they added a stupid aquarium, and it was a terrible addition to it. And it was not even useful at all. Dude, I am so excited for this.
Own housing the attention it truly deserves.
Look at that.
With this update, our goal is to make housing feel more connected to Gielinor again and create a space that feels personal, welcoming and worth visiting. Whether it's your house or a friend's, you'll be able to have a whole new level of control over your home, with more ways to personalize, design and shape your space exactly how you want it, down to the finer details.
And we'll be giving construction a skill increase to 122.
Yo, why do they keep doing this? Why are some things going to 110? Why are some things going to 120? I love them. They do a great job of it all, but why? Just pick one. Thieving went to 120. Hunter went to 110. Now construction's going to 120. I need them to please just make up your mind on what you want to do. Fully flesh it out and then just push it out. It's so weird. It's just so odd how they're doing it. I think, though, if you're pushing the house up to 120 and then you have a fully fleshed out way to do that, that's perfectly fine. As long as you put the Overload Cauldron in the War's Retreat, we're all good.
We're also introducing a new recipe system that allows you to unlock and build furniture inspired by your past, present, and future adventures.
Imagine taking down a boss and proudly displaying a trophy from that battle right in your own home.
Oh my god, I've wanted this for so long! This makes so much... Dude, this is gonna be awesome. I imagine the series. That would be so cool. Building the entire house with every rare item from bosses. That sounds great, but it needs to be useful and impactful. It cannot just be, oh my gosh, I have all these items in this house, but there's nothing to use them for. There's no buffs that it provides me. There's no thing that this provides me. The player-owned house has to provide some buffs for it to be meaningful. If they're going to be reworking them, they have to have some kind of really good impact, or else no one's going to care. If they look really cool, but there's no real reason to do it, there has to be a strong reason to do it, dude.
Or even completing a quest and having a keepsake as a reminder of the adventure.
Through the new recipe system, our goal is simple: to make your home a living reflection of the path you've taken, the memories you've made, and the victories you've earned.
Part of this update is also about bringing back that social spark and the joy of showing off your home, inviting friends over, and maybe even hosting the occasional house party.
Nice.
And don't worry, we've learned a thing or two since that other big house party.
The massacre,
is
dude.
about giving the player-owned house a much stronger purpose again, and a place for creativity, pride, and connection,
Beautiful.
making it feel like a true part of your RuneScape journey. We're still in early design at the moment, so we would love to hear what you would like to see from player-owned housing. We can't wait to share more as we get closer to launch, and to take that journey together with you.
Oh.
After everything we've talked about today, there's still plenty more to come this year.
In the spring, you'll be able to jump into a brand new standalone quest. It's a fluffy adventure and a spiritual successor to Gertrude's Cat. Think Lady and the Tramp meets Fort Forintry, just more fur. In autumn, we'll release another standalone quest. It's something a little different, but still true to our roots.
We're also bringing in remastered content updates at the end of spring, and again in autumn, as we revisit some classic pieces of content. More on exactly what this involves and what content we'll remaster later this year.
And of course, we'll have seasonal events throughout the year.
I wonder if remastered content means like updating the giant mole boss fight, updating mini games and their relevance and how they work things. That would be really cool to see. I'd love to see that.
With a focus on stronger game integrity and quick ways to drop in, take part, and leave with a fancy reward.
And finally, in October, Runefest is back.
Very excited for Runefest. It's gonna be a great time. I'm planning to go, and it's gonna be. It was fantastic last year. It was like a dream come true. So I'm excited to see what this ends up being.
We can't wait to see all of you in person and share more content reveals for 20.
Am I in this video? Am I in this photo? Am I in here? Nah, I don't see myself in here. Dude, I'm so sorry. What are black people? There's not a piece of melanin in these rows, dude. Yeah. Oh man. Yo, Runefest 2026 better have like some people of color, bro. What the fuck?
27. Now, you're probably thinking, when are they going to drop their typical, but wait, there's one more thing moment? So, without further ado, let's end the show on one final thing. That's right, Leagues is coming back to RuneScape this autumn.
Leagues is huge in the fall. They better have fixed a lot of the problems that they had before, and I'll leave the link in the video in the description of like why I didn't like the first Leagues, but I think it's great. Brings a lot of new people to the game. A lot of people try it out for the first time. A lot of people return after a long break. It's gonna be super, super important that they freaking nail it, because they get the freebie of like, yo, we messed up the first one. Season 1 wasn't that good, but with Season 2, they have got to make it better, man. They've got to improve on a lot of the quality of that. Got to bring back player power. Got to bring back better ways to level up. Got to make it quicker. Got to add more challenges that provide more points in different ways, because you want to have the biggest amount of freedom as possible when it comes to this.
After the incredible response from all of you in our first ever league, we're taking everything we've learned and we're pushing this one step further with Leagues 2.
This time, it'll be bigger, faster, and basically even more busted.
There's going to be new...
And even more busted. That's what I want to hear, dude.
Overpowered relics, new tasks and challenges, new rewards.
Please be new and more challenges. Because you want to have not just kill X 1,000 times. It needs to be like complete all of the challenges inside of the fishing skill. Complete all the challenge, like stuff like that. I want to be like interacting with the game more, not just doing like fish 1,000 fish, mine 1,000 rocks. I want things that like cause me to have to go out into the world and do weird things I don't usually do, or like do obscure things with the relics I'm picking. Have the relics have task specific challenges. That would be good. Task specific relics and stuff like that.
All with a brand new Leagues twist that will completely flip RuneScape on its head.
We also heard your feedback from the Catalyst League, and with Leagues 2, progression will be even faster.
Good.
We want you jumping into the madness right away.
Good.
We're talking more auto-completed quests, earlier combat relics, a much smoother climb through the tiers, and relics will be way more overpowered than before.
Thank goodness, dude, because that was the biggest problem with Leagues. It was just too long. Way too long. Only people that progressed in that were streamers, bro, and that was crazy because that is their job. That was their whole thing. Or it was people that don't got people to love, they don't got other things to do, and it's just all they did was play RuneScape, and that was the only way they did it. Like, that is insane. Like that is not how League should be. They have to be faster. You gotta have that power fantasy immediately. Because that's what it's for. Play it for however long you want if you want the trophies, but it cannot be this big of a grind.
How would you describe Leagues 2 in one word?
Epic.
Juiced.
Ridiculous.
Juiced.
I'm casting a spell. We'll have much more to unveil this autumn. so stay tuned.
But for now, just know, Leagues is back, and once again, you'll be rewriting the rules and bending RuneScape to your will.
We hope you've enjoyed everything we've shown today.
Hold on, where's Winner at? Where's Winner at? We're done? Where's Winner at?
Every single JMod
My bad.
has come together to help shape this vision for the future of RuneScape. We want this moment to be more than just a roadmap. It's a promise to build a world worth returning to time and time again for decades to come, together alongside all of you. So as RuneScape comes back online in a few short moments, we hope you feel it too, that sense of a new beginning. Because this isn't just the next year of RuneScape, it's the start of a new era. If you'd like to hear more about the content roadmap or the road to restoration, you can check out our official RuneScape Ahead blog, or join us live on Twitch for RuneScape Ahead Expanded, where we'll talk in more detail about everything shared in today's show. Thank you for being a part of this journey, and we'll see you in Gielinor.
I think it's a pretty good year. I think they got a lot of big updates coming in, and to be honest, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff getting in. I'm most excited for the player-owned house, seeing Havenhythe, the combat updates, and especially a lot of the graphical cleanup. That is stuff I'm really looking forward to. I think they're going to be huge updates this year, and I think that overall, the impact that's going to have is going to be very, very, very good, because 2026 is probably going to be the year of setting everything up. And then once everything's integrated, especially with those plugins by the end of the year, I think 2027 next year is going to be even bigger. So this is looking good. If you haven't played RuneScape in a long time, I highly recommend it. This is not sponsored. I just do it because I love it. And yeah, looks pretty good to me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you next one. Peace. Subscribe, all that fun stuff.